All right, all right. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing today? All right, good evening, Ishmael. Olashide, how are you? Very well, I'm fine also. So today is going to be pretty simple and straightforward. We are going to be diving straight into what we have for today, right? Make sure that we don't waste much of our time. So I told you guys before that the purpose of this meeting that we're always having regularly is to psych up with you guys, right? And make sure that you guys are actually doing well in the course. Making sure that you guys are following up, making sure that we are on the same page. So that's why we are holding this meeting regularly. All right, Raphael, thank you very much. So today's meeting is going to be pretty much interesting and straightforward. Everybody is going to talk in today's meeting. So make sure you are ready. All right, so it's very simple and straightforward. What we're going to do is you are going to come up, tell us your name, you just do a brief introduction about yourself and tell us what you learned during the week of the course. All right, so before we start the course, I want you to drop, if you are joining us from data analysis or data science or web development, go ahead to drop that in the chat. Let me know. All right, so if you are from data analysis, drop that in the chat. If you are also from data science, make sure to drop that in the chat also. So take note that this meeting is going to be holding every Saturday. So every Saturday by 7 p.m. it's going to be holding. So put it at the back of your mind that the meetings are going to be holding by Saturday 7 p.m. All right. If there's any day that we're not going to hold the meeting, I'm going to let you guys know. For now, 7 p.m. every Saturday. All right. All right. You welcome, Alfred. You came late. How are you doing? I can see we are mostly from data analysis. So we don't have web development here. We don't have web development. We don't have data science. I can see data analysis students are actually turning up, both for Philomath family and Enox Hub. You know what? Let's drop it also in the comment section, in the chats, if you are coming from Enox Hub or Philomath family. Let me know that. Right? So I'm going to go ahead to share my screen right now. So, Philomath family. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I love this. Data analysis, Philomath family, Enox Hub. All right. Very good. Enox Hub. I can see Enox Hub are really popping the chats here. All right. Awesome. 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 Great stuff. All right. So, like I said earlier, we are going to be diving straight into what we have for today. And today we are just going to do some basic introduction about ourselves. So everyone currently in this meeting is going to talk, right? So you're going to come up, introduce yourself, and tell us what you learned during the week, right? And before we go ahead to do that, let me just give you guys updates on where we are currently, especially for data analysis and data science. Since we don't have web development here, we are going to be doing for data analysis and data science, right? So I know web dev students are supposed to have a class. Maybe that's why they are not here, or maybe they are still watching the pre-recorded videos. I don't know. But if you are for web dev, please do well to drop that in the comments so that I can know, so that we can actually go over your course overview also. All right. So for this week, for data science and data analysis, we've been able to cover these 5 sections, right? So basic command line usage, overview of Git and GitHub. Let me know. Can you guys see my screen? If you can see my screen, kindly say yes in the comment section. Sorry, in the chat. When I've sent comment section and chat, it's always like I'm always using the term interchangeably, right? But once I say comment section, just now I'm talking about the chat, right? Okay, you can see my screen very good. All right. So for this week, we've been able to cover basic command line usage, right? So what we did there is we went through talking about what you need to know basically when it comes to command line as a beginner, right? So we looked at those basic prompts, right? Like we looked at how to create files, how to create folder, how to navigate through your files and folder using your command line interface only, right? So we've been able to cover that this week, and we also covered overview of Git and GitHub, which we did part 1 and part 2. So the part one was basically the introduction to what Git and GitHub is, and also we talked about how we can push our code to GitHub, how we can create a repository, and how we can do those cool stuff, right? So if you've not watched the video links are attached right here. You can see. Just go ahead to check your training schedule. Is pinned to your community, right? So just look at your WhatsApp community group and check the pinned message. You're going to see that's there, all right? So just watch the videos if you haven't, right? And also we've done introduction to Excel and its interface. We've also covered mastering Excel hands-on training, all right? So I know that some of you guys are still actually watching the pre-recorded videos. You are not done, but please, if you are still watching it, do well to complete that before our next class, before Monday's class, which will be on the um on the 19th of May, right? Where we are going to continue working with Python programming languages, right? So we've done the introduction to Python programming language. We've done the setup and installation lecture, right, in our previous week. And we've also covered the basic command line usage and Git and GitHub because that is where we're going to be pushing all our codes to, right? So basically, do well to watch those videos if you haven't. And do well to complete it also before Monday's class. All right. If you have any question or you are having any issue pushing your code or you don't understand some particular part in the video, you can do well to reach out to me, reach out to the community group, drop what you are facing there. I know someone has faced that particular error before, right? So they are going to go ahead to communicate it with you guys. All right. So, and also, if you also want some short, detailed video, once you come to Enoch Hub, once you come to the live section, you're going to see all the classes we've taken also, right? But to see a detailed structure of how the courses are, come to the playlist, right? And playlist just navigates to whatever one you want to go through, right? So you can see we have Python for beginners, you see we have Git and GitHub and also all of that, right? And you can also check out my YouTube channel, right? I also go ahead to post relevant information for you guys there, right? Shorter one, which is going to pay you guys, all right? So as you can see, if I go to the videos, we have CMD, Python tutorial, and some other cool videos that's going to be useful for beginners like you all. So you can do well to check that out and subscribe, all right? So let's go on to the next agenda, which is going to be discuss what you've learned this week with the class, all right? So we are going to be starting from, let me see. So we're going to start from Alfred, then we're going to go down the charts, right? So Alfred, you are first, then after Alfred, we have so we need to start from the bottom to the top, right? Because I feel people that came early was from Raphael upward, all right? So we're going to start from Raphael up to Alfred, right? So take this as a very cool part because it's going to really help you, right? The more you talk about what you've done, the more you get to understand it, right? So please do well to come up, share with us what you've learned. If you are not done yet, wherever you stopped, just let us know. It's a great way to know to let us know that you guys are all that actually following up with us. All right. So Raphael first, Rachel, Omotosho, Amid, and up to Alfred. All right. So Raphael is saying he's on his way home, but can someone else come up before him? All right, that's very good. So Raphael, once you're back, just raise your hand so that I can call you back. All right. So Rachel, kindly go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Hi Rachel, good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. So kindly go ahead to introduce yourself and tell us what you've learned for this week.
Okay, I'm Akindia Rachel from Inox Hub,
Very good.
majorly data analysis.
Mhm. Nice.
So what I've learned so far in the class for this week, the course of this week is that how to create a JIT up accounts, how to install the JIT, also how to create our first JIT repository and pushing it to JIT up
Keep
in
up.
order
Okay.
for it to be saved. Yes. Also, how to use our command line, whether we are using Windows or MacBook, and also how to sort data and filter data.
Using Excel, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good, Rachel. Thank you for that. And you've been able to complete all the videos, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. I can see in October really popping. All right. Nice, nice. So let's see. Next in our chat is Peace. Peace, go ahead. Peace, are you there? All right. If Peace is not there, let's go to the next person. In order not to waste much of our time. Peace, are you there? I can see you muted your mic now.
Yes, I'm there. I'm just joining the meeting, so I don't exactly know what I'm saying.
Oh, are you just joining?
Yes, sir.
All right. So basically, it's simple and straightforward. So what you have to do is just to introduce yourself. You are echoing. Can you mute your mic first? Sorry. Okay. So what you have to do is introduce yourself and just give us the update on how you've gone so far with the course for this week.
I'm Okujure, Chibuike Peace, and though the timing for the courses have not been favorable for me because I usually have classes and labs around that period. I
Okay.
just try as much as possible to check back on the updated modules on the YouTube, and I do that every week. So I've checked the one for last week, but for this week, I've not yet gone through the classes.
Okay. All right, no problem. That makes sense. So please and please, um, I know it's not everyone that's going to be convenient with the time that we are currently using for our training schedule. So what you can do is you can do your best to actually watch the recorded videos and meet up with where we stopped for that week before the next week starts. All right. So thank you, Peace, for that. So let's go to the next person, which is um mm, Raphael. Precious. Precious, are you there? Precious, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
All right, good evening, Precious. Can we hear your update?
Okay, my name. Good evening, everybody. My name is Precious Emmanuel, and I'm currently joining from Cross River State, and I'm from Philomat's family.
Okay.
Yes. I'm also enrolling in data analysis. So what I've been able to learn thus far, let me just say throughout this week, is I've been able to understand an introductory class in respect to data and data type. And also I've been able to understand data visualization and how to classify data. And also I've been able to understand the difference between GitHub and Git, and also a little about Python. I think that's all for now.
All right, very good. Thank you for that, Precious. Um, nice. Yeah. So are you currently up to date with where we stopped in the course?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Nice. Thank you for that. So I'm going to be going on to the next person, which is Amid. Alfred, are you saying something?
Good evening, can you hear me?
Okay, Amid, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Gumbi Amit
Yeah.
from Inox Hub under data analysis section. So this week, we're going to cover various sections. So we're going to cover command lines, introduction to Git and GitHub. Yeah, like I said, we treated command lines, their descriptions, which one you can use for Windows, which one you can use for Mac and Linux. Um, Treated Excel and their Excel and interface, where we explored um, the basics of Excel and what each component of the interface can actually do. Then we went on to installing Git. I went on to understanding some basic Git commands. Um, what else? Yeah, just the basics, just the basics for this week before we advance. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Thank you for that, Amit. So are you up to date with the course? With the course? Where we stopped in the course?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Okay,
I am
very good.
always good.
Very good. I know I'm always seeing Alfred in the live session, so well done. You are doing a great work. All right, so let's go to the next person, which is, let me see, Obadina, if I pronounce that right. My Yoruba is not that solid. All right, Obadina, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
All right, hi Obadina, good evening.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hope you're good also.
Very well, I'm fine.
Uh, my name is Obadina Rashid from Lagos State here.
All right.
I'm under the section of data analysis. In the first place, I would
What
like to
what
commend you
what
for
community platform? Sorry,
say
what community platform? Is it Inox or Philomath family?
from Philomat. Yeah, from Philomat. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay, all right, awesome.
So, I said in the first place, I would like to commend you for the past few days or some weeks now. You've been really helpful and really trying for us. So,
Thank you very much.
also, I would say the whole classes we had the last week, I'm up to date about them. But the issue I'm having is this week's class rather, these recent ones that we just had, because I've not really been attending them online. That means live classes. I've not really been attending the live classes. But nevertheless, I was able to visit some videos, pre-recorded sessions. So theoretically, I learned some things. But the command line crash course, that's where my issue lies. Though I've skipped through some aspect of it. But presently, I'm still on it, working on them, sha. But theoretically, I've been able to understand the command line crash course, the Git and GitHub. So I also learned uh, some basic Git commands also.
Mhm.
But what I feel is most of those courses, those classes, as I've said earlier, they are prerequisites to the next one. So that's why I'm finding it very hard to go to the next one if I'm unable to comprehend the present one. Well, hopefully before the end of tomorrow, I'll update you in the group how it is.
All right, that makes sense. Obadino, well done, well done. So obviously, since you are new to all of this, it might be like complex to you as you said, but what I want you to do is you make sure to calm down, watch the videos very well, and in case you have any question about the videos, right? Or you're not clear in any part. Like I mentioned in our previous meeting, what you can do is you can do your own research, right? You can search for it on Google, search for it, whatever platform you use, right? I can also drop your questions on the community platform, right? You are going to be answered, right? It might not be answered immediately, but trust me, once someone in the community has faced a particular issue before, they're going to help you with it. And if I come to your platform also and I see those questions that you have, you are going to be responded to also, right? So well done. Just make sure
Yes,
you also do well to do your own research also. All right.
yes, sir, I'll do so. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you for that, Obadino. All right. So well done. So next we're going to go to um Olashile. Olashile, are you there?
Yeah, good evening.
Hi,
Good
Olashile.
evening,
Good
everyone.
evening.
Good evening. Um, I'm Latif Ismaila actually from Ondo State. I opt for data science from Dilumat family.
All right. You're welcome. Philomath family, let's celebrate you guys. You guys are doing well. Well done, well done, well done.
Thank you. Thank you. First thing first, we like to appreciate you for being that amazing person. Uh, you've been supporting, be able to explain um, the classes to make it understandable for us. So I really appreciate you.
Well,
And most importantly, there was a time that I even have issue with this installing an Anaconda with it. I have to spend like three days, but throughout the days I've been in touch and you've been able to respond to it. So I really appreciate it. It's
oh,
top.
where the one that we had a mini meeting for the Jupiter Hermes book?
Anaconda, yes, yeah, Jupiter.
Oh,
Yes.
I see, I see.
Thank you so much.
So you're welcome.
This week, no, I have a challenge joining the live section actually.
Okay,
But I'm making it up upon myself to go through the pre-recorded video. So this week I've been able to understand the CMD, which we treated on Monday, and where we were able to all these run command on our systems, MKDRR, CMD, CD dot dots, all those stuff. Yeah. So I've been able to go through it, and it's such amazing.
all
So,
right.
and I think we did introduction to Git and GitHub.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been able to create my own GitHub profile as well.
Okay,
Yes, that's outstanding Git and GitHub. And but I have a challenge with this when we are pushing our first what's it called? I think on that same Git and GitHub that we were pushing our commands. I don't know. I
okay.
was
What
able to
happens?
get some part of it, but the other part has been kind of where we have to upload files and the kind of I don't know because I have issue with my system anyway. Probably it's my system. I don't know because I follow the process. I watched the video more than 2 times like that, but I've not been able to catch up with that particular aspect where we have to upload the folder, all the stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay. So basically, if I get you right, you say you're having issue with the Git
yeah, that
command itself.
Git and yes. That command that we have to initiate command, all those processes kind of probably because I'm doing it for the first time actually. So but the exam part that we treated the day before yesterday and yesterday, it
Mm-hmm.
has been so amazing because I was able to get the most of the things that we did at the during the exam class.
Okay.
So, but the only challenge I'm having is that this and keep GitHub. I got it to some extent, but other part has been. I'll make it up to go through the video again, probably this night or tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Okay. No problem. So, what I noticed is you guys are having challenge. Most of you guys have a challenge when it comes to Git and GitHub, right? So basically, that was why I taught you guys just the basic aspect only, right? Just the introductory part to Git and GitHub, what you need to know exactly, right? But I also saw someone actually sent me a an error message so that he can't commit a file because he has made some changes and all of that. So basically, if you are not getting the Git and GitHub very well, you don't need to worry too much, right? So the reason why I only introduce that to you is just so you can make sure to have whatever course lessons that whatever class notes that we are using during our live session, because everything is going to be uploaded to GitHub, brother. All right.
Okay.
So, but what is going to happen now is I'm going to show you guys how you can just download the raw file, right, without doing those git command, right? So, don't worry, I'll show you another alternative to actually get those course outline, the class material that we are working with in Python. I'll show you how you can just download it manually, right? But that will be manually. The best practice is the one I taught you guys, right, which is using the git command. But I'm going to show you guys another option of how you can do that also. So don't worry too much about GitHub and timing out that much if you're having error, right? It's just
And
something that you need to know.
I have an observation too.
Okay, what's that?
Yes, I was thinking probably it's possible to be given an assignment that's going to cover probably whatever
Yes.
we
So
submitted on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. So this will actually prepare our mind to be able to follow the steps and so this will be amazing anyway because I think it will be easy if you have an assignment. If you were taught and you were given an assignment, at least that will prepare your mind that you have to do this thing.
All right.
I don't
So
think
yes, you'll be given an assignment, but we've not gotten to that aspect, right? So for now, you just have to
so.
make sure that you have the right setup. And once you're given an assignment, because if you don't have all of this setup, if you try to do the assignment, you are still going to come back to that setup and everything that you've done in the beginning. So that's why I'm making sure that you guys are up to date with what we've treated at the introductory part. So once you guys can know that very well, once we get to Python and I start giving you guys assignments, you guys will know how to go about it. All right. So thank you for that, um, Olashile. All right. So the next person is going to be Gatsby Green. Is that your real name?
No, that is not my real name, but
Oh,
green.
Green is your real name. Really? Awesome. Nice
Yeah,
name. Uh,
I'm from Green,
yeah, you're going
ID,
next.
and I'm from Philomath family.
Okay. Welcome.
I've enjoyed training from what is the analysis, visualization, and different stuff about following up Python overview, why we are using Python, command line, down to git and git and then now on Excel, introduction to Excel, and the last class. So I have not finished with the last class, which I'm still on it, but having a hang of all of it.
All right. All right. No problem. So please and please, like I said earlier, for those that have not yet completed the our previous introductory setup and all of that, do well to complete that before Monday, because Monday we are going to continue with our Python programming, right? We're going to start writing our Python program. So if you don't have Anaconda installed, if you don't have Jupyter Notebook installed also, please do well to watch the videos that are on Inox Hub, because there are two channels, right? So there's Inox Hub and there's my channel, which is Tech with Dave World, and I've showed you guys earlier. So you guys can do well to subscribe and check update on this, right? Because videos are going to be dropped here regularly, which once you subscribe, you're going to see those videos and you're going to stay updated, right? So and if you have any questions, don't wait for 30 days before you start asking your question, right? So that's why you the earlier you watch the earlier you watch those class videos, the better it is for you, right? Because in case you come up with any error, instead of you using like 3 days or 2 days, right? So you're going to spend like 2 days before you watch that video, and the second day that you're watching that video will not come up with error. That error is not going to take like 2 days again. So that's like 4 days, right? So to watch the it's better to watch those videos on time, right? So that in case you come up with any error, you are going to be good to go. All right. So thanks, Green, for your updates. And next is on our list is going to be Ifeoluwa. Ifeoluwa, are you there?
Yes,
All right, Ifeoluwa, go ahead.
yes. I just wanted to ask that. Yeah, when I was going through, thank you. Yeah, yes. Also, thank you for the thanks for the training, and I really appreciate it. Well, I didn't still have time to watch, so I used to go through the pre-recording stuff. The pre-recording stuff.
Okay,
Thanks.
very good.
Yes, about the CMD. Yeah, I want to ask that. Is it that how is it useful to data analysts? Is it that we are going to be using it? Because it has to do with terminal and creating files. Can't you do that on manually instead of using the CMD?
All right. So if you attended the terminal course that we did, I mentioned it also that you can actually do what you are doing on your folder. The same thing you are doing on your folder, how to create a new file without using command line, right? So, but the reason why we're learning command line is it's going to be useful for us when we get to some certain parts, right? Especially if you want to commit your code, right? If you want to commit your code, if you want to um, get the updates of the class on your local in your local system, right? So you have to use your command line to actually do all of those, right? So it's very important there, right? If you don't want to learn command line and you want to do it the manual way, like you just want to go to GitHub, download the folder and save it on your system, right? Once I make any updates to my code repository, what you would have to do is you have to delete that folder that you downloaded, go back to GitHub and download it again. So for example, if you are using 10 MB to download those files, for example, right, it might not be up to that. So if you are using 10 MB to download those folders, sorry, let me just quickly accept this person. So once you download that 10 MB folder, you save it on your system, right? So the next day, if I make changes to my code repository, right, what you do is you have to go back to GitHub again to download those changes. That's 20 MB now, right? And you keep doing that over and over again. But if you are using the command line, what you will do is once um you can clone that particular repository, right? So you've cloned it. I believe you know what cloning means, right? So you have the changes on your local system. If I make changes the next day, right, all you have to do is to do git pull. Now once you do git pull, it's not going to download those changes that you have on your system again, right? It's going to only pull those particular files or folder that I made changes to. So it can be like 3 MB, right? So it's going to just put those 3 MBs folder to the changes that I made, right? So that way, you have to use command line. And if you don't know how to use command, if you don't know how to use terminal, there's no how you are going to be very good in using Git terminal also. Do you get? So it's very important when it comes to those aspects, right? Bob, I got to answer your question. All right.
Yes. And also thank you. I actually went through the video. I already learned it. I just want to know how it is useful to data analyst. Since
Yeah,
you've already explained.
we
Thank
are
you.
going to cover more on it once we move on with our course. So don't worry about that. All right. So the next person is Emanuela. Emanuela, please go ahead.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Hi, Emanuela. Good evening.
Good evening, house. I'm fine, sir. So far,
So where are you
it
joining us from?
has not
Inox
Imo
or
State.
Philomat family?
Okay, Philomat's family,
All right, Philomat family. You guys are great.
data analysis.
All right. Next. All right, go ahead, please.
So, it has not really been easy with me because this is my first time of attending such a class. So, but I've been coping with our introduction to data analysis and everything. But where I'm having issues or challenges is the command line, then how to how to like the day you taught us about the command line, there was a way you did it as in linking your GitHub with the what's it called? GitHub with Git not GitHub, your Git with is it with command line or what? So that aspect is
Okay.
where I'm really finding it difficult.
You see where I went ahead to make changes to my Git and push to GitHub.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Did you watch the video?
I watched it again, but I don't understand it.
So what you can do is when you are watching the video, make sure you are not just watching the video, then you go ahead to go and practice it. Once you see that I'm typing git dash dash version, pause the video, then go back to your terminal and do the same, right? So that
Mm,
way you are going to be following it step by step. And in case you not get to a part where you tend to do what I'm doing, right? And you are
mm.
having error, that's where you're going to know that okay, this is where I have issue in. So you have to follow it step by step. You don't just have to watch the video and say you want to go and do it by yourself. You have to watch the video, pause it, then
Mm.
make sure you also follow along. That's the best way to solve your particular challenge.
Okay, I'll try and do that tomorrow.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. Thank you, Manuela. So next person we have here is going to be um Elizabeth. Go ahead. Elizabeth, are you there? So we don't have much time.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay, very good. So go ahead.
sir, I'm actually like outside, so but I didn't want to miss the meeting. That's why I'm on my way home.
Okay, very good. So, quick question: are you up to date with where we stopped um in our course for this week?
No, no, I'm not up to date, sir.
All right, so
But then once I have any question, I'll definitely enter your team.
all right, that sounds good. So please do well to complete. Make sure to actually reach where we stopped for this week, because once we start our Python class, we are going to lay fundamentals of what we've treated before. So also do well to reach out if you have any question.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, so Alfred,
Yeah, I'm sir.
all right, go ahead.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Everyone. Um, okay, what I've been able to keep this week, I've been able to download my account. I'm happy to, I was trying to get my Facebook. Now, what I have to say, creating the instead of creating files, creating a folder instead of files. So I've been able to put the code to my Facebook. I've been able to push the but I didn't make that okay. Or instead of creating it much I was putting the maybe that they are taking.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm actually finding it very difficult to hear you, but I know what you're trying to summarize is you're having an error. Can you listen?
yeah, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. So, like I said earlier, Alfred, mute your mic, please. All right, like I said earlier, I heard you to some extent. I know you were talking about having issue with creating the Git and GitHub, if I get that right. But basically, do well to always reach out if you're having any error or any issue, right? That would be the best thing, because sometimes you might just think that okay, you fix it, and it might just take a day. It might take 2 days for you to actually get that thing done. Right? So immediately you have any error or you are facing any challenge, just do well to reach out to the community. Say what you are facing and what you've tried to do. Then if anyone has solved that particular challenge or problem before, then you are going to be good to go. All right. So, Adetutu, are you there? Sorry, what did you say?
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, community. I think the one that responded, he said, I should put people. I tried that, it still don't give me the, like, I think it gave me error code. So I tried it.
It did not work.
No, it didn't work now.
It didn't work. Okay, you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is, mute your mic, Alfred. So what's going to happen is send me a screenshot of the error you are facing to my DM, right? Send me a screenshot and just tell me, Alfred, um, and we'll look at it together. All right. So, in order not to waste much of our time, let's get on to. I think we still have Adetutu and let me see. We have Adetutu left, and I think somebody just joined us. After Adetutu, Sadiq, and Comfort. All right. So Adetutu, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Thank
Hi,
you very
Adetutu.
much for the opportunity of teaching us, taking your time. I really do appreciate.
Sure, you're
So I'm
welcome.
from Flumat family. I'm from Ogun State, Shagamu to be precise.
Wow, nice to have you.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So this is my first time of doing data analysis. I already have a certificate already though,
Okay.
but then I've always been scared of being alone to do it. So I just wish to have somebody I can work under as an intern. Do you understand? But then this GitHub and Git is a new thing to me.
Really?
and crash course or something is a new thing to me, which I've not been able to dive into because I don't have a Wi-Fi I can work with on my laptop, and my phone does not connect with my laptop iPhone to a Windows.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have Python experience? Like, do you know how to write Python code?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But then, I really don't like Python. I won't lie. It's so complex on like SQL. I love SQL.
Okay.
So I would love if when you are teaching the Python, I would really like to understand it very well.
Sure. I mean, it's up to you to understand, right? You just have to follow up with the course, all right? But what you can do is, if your system is not connecting to Wi-Fi, then definitely you'd have to take it to a system engineer, right? To check
No,
out your
no, I'm not saying it's not connecting to a Wi-Fi. It is. It's not just connecting to my own phone
Oh, to your own
hotspot.
phone.
Yeah, I don't have a Wi-Fi I can work with. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. So actually, you need to get one then.
Yeah, I understand. I will.
Okay.
Hopefully this month's end, I will.
All right. So again, the Python classes, that's why we're taking Python for 3 months, right? Right.
Okay.
So it's not like I said we're taking Python for the whole 3 months. You've checked out
Yeah.
the training Monday to Wednesday Python
Yeah.
class.
Other courses
So
would come up.
yeah. So over my like past years of experience, what I noticed is people that are into data analysis, they are very good in, okay, we have 15 minutes left. So they are very good in Excel, right? SQL and either Tableau or Power BI. But when it comes to Python, writing code, they used to run away, right? So that's why we're going to be taking Python from the beginning aspects to the end, right? So we're going to
Okay.
cover the basics, we're going to cover pandas, NumPy, and also we are going to solve data analysis challenges together, right? So just make sure that if you can't attend the live class, make sure you don't miss the pre-recorded videos. All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
All right. So your Git and GitHub, just try to follow along with the video, and wherever you are having error in or you're having challenge in, just send a screenshot to the community platform.
All
And
right.
once anybody sees it or I see it, we're going to reply to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I do appreciate.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So next on my list is, if you have not spoken, please kindly raise your hand so I can call you. So I think we have, okay, Sadiq, kindly go ahead. Sadiq, are you there? Okay, if Sadiq is not there, let me see. We have, okay, Comfort, kindly go ahead, please. Comfort, are you there? All right. So in order not to waste much of our time, if they are not there, if you still want to talk and you, I'm not call your name out, okay, Sadiq, you are raising your hand. Kindly go ahead to talk.
It's good. Okay, sir. So, hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, Sadiq.
Learn complex. So I've joined the community, but I've not been seeing messages on forest class. Although I had some experience about it before, but it's not Conco. So I would like to learn more about
Sorry, I didn't get
it.
you.
And I've also asked when the class will be starting. I mean, this class. Like I'm interested in learning forex. So although I have basic understanding about what forex is, so I would really like to know about forex and also the class.
So if I get you right, you said you are interested in forex. If you are interested in forex,
Yeah,
this is not a forex class. The forex class, it's held on another platform itself, right? So I'm not the one taking forex class, but what you can do is, um, if you are interested in learning forex, then you are not supposed to be in the Inox Tech class. And what you can do is you can send me a direct message, and um, I'm going to send you someone, like someone that is in charge of Forex. The, com- the person that is in charge of community, the person that is in charge of Forex community platform. I'll send you the number. Then you go ahead to send the person a message. Then from there, you can actually go ahead to join the Forex class. All right.
All
All
right,
right,
sir.
sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
All right. Great.
Should
you.
I
Should I
send
send you again?
Yeah, you can go ahead to send me a DM.
All right, sir.
All right. So lastly, we have Comfort. Comfort, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay. So kindly go ahead to give us an update for this week.
Actually, this is my first time of
Of what?
actually this is my first time of attending the class. This is my first time of attending this class, and I still really haven't catch up with things. So
Oh, okay. So this is not a class. This is our meeting that we are going to be that we used to hold every Saturday, right? So the class is always held for what 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 class did you enroll for? Data analysis, data science, or web?
yes, data analysis.
Oh, okay. So this is a class sign up class. This is a class sign up meeting. So this is not a class itself. Our class is always held Monday to Friday, and just make sure to go through the community platform where you are on, right? Either you are joining from, sorry, let me ask quickly, what platform? Inox or Philomath Family?
I'm actually in E Inox family.
Oh, okay. So that means you are new. So what you can do is on the
Sir,
Inox community platform,
Elsa.
yeah, I'm with you, right? So on the Inox community platform, a detailed message has been dropped on how to catch up with the course itself. So just go through it and you are going to be good to go. All right. So I guess that's all for now. Does anyone have any question? So we've gone ahead to discuss what we've learned this week with the class. I mean, I heard from you guys, and you guys are really doing an amazing work. So does anyone have any question? Does anyone have any question? All right. So quickly, Drish, go ahead.
Good evening.
Hi, Drish. Good evening. How are you doing?
Sorry, I just got home.
All right.
So I have a question I want to ask concerning creating a file using the command line for uh, lookup. So I want to ask something that please the readme.txt is it a must? Must we always include like dot txt dot something? I just want to know about that one first.
So no, it's not compulsory. We just did that for exercise purpose.
Okay, okay. Then secondly is that I noticed that uh sometimes when I'm trying to do more exercise on creating file, creating folders and everything, I don't know if it's my own laptop. Some of the keys would cease, like they would just stop functioning until I just had to go back, close all the files, then we do it again.
All right. So
And then I want to ask if
quickly, I understand where you're coming from. So if you go to my channel, go and watch this video.
okay,
Go and watch this video right here. Um, this video here. Make your the reason I found the reason your laptop gets less performance, right? So if you're using Windows system, just watch this video. Basically this video is going to show you how you can make your system run more efficiently, right? So that's going to solve your problem. I understand where you're coming from, and basically it's due to because it's been long you've shut down your system. It's either your system spec also is not capable of the particular program you are running. So it might allow your system to lag and so on and so forth, right? So just watch that video. Once you watch that video, you'll be good to go. And if you have any other question to do well to reach out.
Good, thank you.
All right. So last is Alfred. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll actually. All right, please be fast with it.
Question.
Go ahead.
So the first one is write come from my and I want to like I'm writing about like the first like, do I need to open Python itself by the Anaconda? Do I need to open it?
No, you do not. So, Alfred, I guess your question is if you want to run the Python, if you want to run the Git command, please kindly mute your mic. So if you want to run the Git command, do you have to open the Anaconda? No, right? So basically, just try to understand what we covered in class. Don't go extra mile or don't, if you are new to it, don't go extra mile or don't overdo it, right? We're still going to cover this aspect that some of you guys are asking question about, right? So just take a chill pill and let's take it step by step. All right. So last question here before we end this meeting is going to be Olashile. Olashile, kindly go ahead with your question.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you. During the course of the meeting, I noticed that most of the complaints basically about Git and GitHub.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I want to ask if it's possible, probably you can just give us another class that is going to be more um, explanatory, like, and the process is going to be slow and steady compared to the one we have before. Probably some of us can take catch up with it because I noticed that the system that you use is different from most of the system that we use. Probably it may actually be the reason why the complaint is coming from that aspect. Because someone like me, I use Windows and I noticed that your own system is Mac or I don't know, but I noticed that the command is kind of different at the point, and if it's possible, we can organize another class that is going to be last for less than 1 hour, I think. So with that, probably some of us can actually catch up with the Git and GitHub aspect. So that was my
All right, so Olashile, thanks for your observation. If you noticed during the meeting, I mentioned it that I'm going to show you guys another way to actually get the changes that we're going to be holding in the class, right? So basically, that's why I told you guys that we only covered the basics that you need to know. That's why we didn't go extra mile in Git and GitHub. So if you follow the video that we did very well in class, then I feel you guys should be good to go. But if not, I'm going to show you guys another way that you can go ahead to get updates on the class that we are doing regularly. All right. So you guys don't need to worry about that. We're going to look into that together. So with that being said, that will be the end of today's meeting, and I hope you guys um, got to learn a lot and discuss what you've done during the past week. So with that being said, Python is going to be we're going to continue our Python class. That will be Monday. So I think Monday we are going to be having um so let's check it together, right? Monday, we are going to be having Python object and data structures, right? So if you are not checking this your training schedule regularly, please make sure you do. And updates are going to be dropped on there, all right? So if you have any other question, do well to drop it on the community platform, reach out to me, and we are going to be good to go.